Okay, here we have my setup. You can see I've got the Venom charger with, this is a hat cam. I hope it's enough light here, but I've got it set up for the balance, LiPo balance, 10 amp, 22 volts, success, for channel 1 and channel 2. Channel 1 and channel 2. And here's my power supply. It's co-cell, 50 amp, 12 volt, adjustable voltage. I got it sitting at 13.8887. Very good power supplies. I use these quite often and actually sell these if you want one, but these are actually used for campers and that kind of thing, powering entire campers. Like I said, this isn't my first rodeo. This battery charger right here is twice the power of that battery charger right there. And I've got quite a few. I've got a few of these, and I've got a few smaller chargers. And what I needed was more charging power out in the field, because I fly jets and that type of thing. I needed a lot of extra charging power. And to show you that I'm not a complete idiot, and I told you I was an electronics technician, I built this computer from spare parts for my 10-year-old son. So I just need to, of course, finish it up and finish mounting everything, but it works great. And looks like it, yeah, there we go. But anyway, that's what I do. That's my thing. Alright, back to the battery charger. What we're going to do is we're going to do on channel 2, which will be one that's working properly, and I'll show you that it's working properly. And you can see that the voltages are in, this battery pack right here has been in storage charge, so we're looking at 3.8 or so. I've been playing with it, so it could be up to 3.9, but anyway, you get the point. It's not fully charged at 4.19, 4.2 volts per cell. So we're going to connect this battery charger up and show you that the charger on channel 2 is working properly. Alright, everything is connected up. We will start. And confirm. And here we go. You can hear the fan start up on my power supply. You can see I've got a constant 3.87, 3.86, dropped a hundredth of a volt. Very good power supply. Alright. As you can see, everything is charging correctly. We will go into the cells. Everything looks good. We're within a couple hundredths of a volt of each other. Everything looks great. So now we're going to terminate this charge, and we're going to go over to channel 1. So let me disconnect this battery. By the way, how do you like these EC5Ns? I make these. All high quality stuff. This is what I do. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the charger on channel 1, and what's happening is when I connect the power up to the battery pack, everything's fine, but when I connect the balance tab, that's when I get the over voltage condition, which tells me that the balancing circuit is not wanting to act right. So now we're going to go over to channel 1. This is what we're at. I'm going to connect up the battery pack. Alright, now what's been happening is as soon as I connect in this balance tap, it could happen immediately, it could happen a few seconds later, I could even get into the charging. But what will happen was I will get a over voltage condition, pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this into the balancer immediately. See, battery check, high voltage. Not supposed to get that. I'm going to disconnect it, and I'm going to reset it. So now I'm going to connect this quickly, and I'm going to try to get a charge, initiate a charge quickly. But you'll see I'll still have the same problem. Battery check, confirm enter. Now we're charging. See, battery check, high voltage. I'm also getting an error that says at times disconnect, which I'm not disconnected at all. Everything's fine. Like I said, channel 1, you see channel 1 there. Channel 1 is wanting to act up. So what I can do is watch when I go to charge. That's on balance. Now we're on charge. Same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the charge, and the charge will start to work fine. But as soon as I plug in the balance port, the balance connector to the balance board, I get the same error message. And here's the thing. I've swapped out this balance board with this balance board, and vice versa. So it's not a balance board issue. It's also not a connector issue. I've used several different connectors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the charge here, and that's what's been happening. Is it's been doing it when I plug the battery into the balance board. Confirm enter. See, I have nothing on each cell. But as you know, we can monitor that in the straight charge mode. So I'm going to connect up. Here we go. And we'll see if it kicks off. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Maybe it won't. Stop it. I'm going to go back to discharge. I'm going to go to balance. Then we hit start, enter. Once I'm in it, sometimes it will work correctly. Nope. Battery check, high voltage. See, there's something in that balancing circuit that is going wrong, going haywire. Just to show you that it's not the battery pack, we're going to go back to channel 2. Alright, I'm going to switch from channel 1 to channel 2. And that's what I've done. So I'm ready to initiate the charge as soon as I plug in the balance, tap into the balancing board. Alright, we're all connected. We're all balanced. Battery check. Enter. Now we're charging. Everything's fine. Also, if you noticed on the other, I was getting some wild readings with like 4-point-something volts on this cell right here. You notice that they're within 1/100th of a volt over here on each one, 1/100th of a volt or two. And on the channel 1 side, I was getting crazy readings. My honest opinion is that the charger needs to be calibrated, and sometimes That's an issue. They're supposed to be calibrated from the factory. I don't know how this one got uncalibrated, out of whack, but you can see we're doing fine on channel 2. And just to put an exclamation point on our testing here, I'm going to go back to channel 1 and show you that it's going to mess up. So I'm going to terminate this charge, unplug the battery, I'm going to go back to channel 1. We're going to clear this error message. Now I'm going to, like I said, quickly, I'm going to try to do this quickly so I can initiate the charge as fast as possible. Enter. Enter. Now we're into the charge. Battery check, high voltage. Same issue. There you go. Try it again. Same thing. Try to enter it again. Same thing. If I remove the balance tap from the balancing board and try to initiate the charge, I will get a disconnection error. But at least it will try to charge. You'll notice I get a connection break. Sometimes I get a connection break also, even though I have the battery plugged into the balancing board, which tells me that I'm getting a balancing error with this charger. So I'm going to clear this. I'm going to enter the charge. I'm going to do this. I'm going to quickly. Alright, connection break. See? Alright, now I'm going to high battery. See, it's just not working on channel 1. So, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So, need to think about something. Think about what we need to do. So anyway, thank you very much, and I'll be sending you an email with this video. Thank you.